your cycling news. Let's get into it today.
Let's do this! I'm Haru!
Casey here. Man, today's news is pretty intense.
Intense? How intense are we talking?
Well, we got UCI's new rules, British Cyclo-cross Championships, Tour Down Under updates, stuff like that.
A World Tour season opener! Feels like the season's officially kicking off.
Exactly. And then there's this story about Wout van Aert, which is pretty wild.
Van Aert? What happened to him?
Dude fractured his ankle.
Wait, seriously?
Dead serious. And 9 days after surgery, he's already riding outside.
Hold on. 9 days.
9 days. Averaging 33.2 kilometers per hour.
That's inhuman.
Totally inhuman. But we'll dive into that later.
Yeah, I'm curious, but let's go in order.
So first up, the British Cyclo-cross Championship.
Cyclo-cross, the Winter Classic.
Yeah. This year's venue was South Shields, up in northeast England.
Northeast? Like facing the North Sea?
Exactly! The course was at Gypsy's Green.
Just the name sounds freezing.
It was freezing. 2 degrees Celsius, sleet, brutal winds off the North Sea.
2 degrees. Winter in Britain is brutal.
And the course was a combo of frozen ground and deep mud.
That's the worst combo. Frozen and muddy. How do you even ride that?
Right? And the guy who conquered those conditions was Cameron Mason, a Scottish rider.
Mason. Oh yeah, he's strong. 7 racing.
Yeah. And this was his 4th consecutive title.
4th in a row. That's incredible.
He's been winning since 2023.
So he's basically dominating British cyclocross.
Pretty much. His time was 50 minutes 57 seconds.
What about the gap to second?
21 seconds. Second place was Toby Barnes from Spectre Race.
21 seconds. Seems close, but in cyclocross that's pretty decisive.
Exactly. Being able to ride that consistently in those conditions is what's impressive.
What did Mason say about it?
He said, "This was probably one of the trickiest victories I've experienced."
Yeah, makes sense. Winning in those conditions must take serious focus.
He also said he couldn't let his guard down for a second.
When a pro says they can't let their guard down, that's on a whole different level.
Way different from our version of can't let my guard down.
Right, 8T. Ours is like trying not to trip over a curb.
Exactly. Totally different league.
Who was third?
Bendaski. But he was 2 minutes 28 seconds back.
2 minutes 28. That's a huge gap.
Yeah, but he also won the U23 national title at the same time.
Oh, so he topped the youth category. Future star.I.
Yeah. Pretty cool to podium in both Elite and U23.
So the next generation after Mason is developing.
In the women's Elite, Anna Flynn won. Also, Spectra Racing.
Spectra Racing podiuming in both men's and women's. Strong team.
Oh, and there's a funny story about this.
What's that?
British Cycling put the nationals behind a paywall.
Paywall?
Yeah, and fans roasted them for it.
Why? Just didn't want to pay?
No, the quality was amateur level. Someone said it was like communicating with 2 cans and a string.
2 cans and a string. That's brutal.
Yeah. Charging money, but the stream quality was terrible.
I mean, cyclocross streaming is tough though. Riders go all over the course.
True. Some people called it a good first step.
Trial and error phase. Hope cyclocross keeps growing.
Yeah. Anyway, Mason's heading to Worlds next.
Oh, Worlds. When?
End of this month. In Hulst, Netherlands.
Hulst! That's like the mecca of cyclocross.
Exactly. We'll see if he can get a top result representing Great Britain.
Hoping he rides that 4-peak momentum into Worlds.
Alright, next story. This one's pretty big. UCI's 2026 new rules.
Oh, the handlebar width thing.
Yep. Went into effect January 1st.
Already started, huh?
And the biggest controversy is the minimum handlebar width regulation.
400 millimeters minimum, right?
Right? Bar width, measured from outside edge to outside edge, has to be at least 400 mm.
400 mm is pretty wide.
Yeah. So why did they make this rule?
Crash prevention.
Correct. UCI has been taking the increase in peloton crashes very seriously.
There have been a lot lately.
In 2024 alone, there were 497 crashes in relevant races.
497. That's insane!
Crazy that. And riders have been saying, races are getting faster and more dangerous, harder to control.
Yeah, bunch speeds are getting wild these days.
So one suspected cause was riders using extremely narrow handlebars.
Chasing aero gains.
Exactly! Narrowing bars to reduce drag.
Some riders were using bars narrower than their shoulders.
And tilting brake levers inward too.
That's gotta hurt control.
Totally! Can't react properly in critical moments.
So for safety, I guess it makes sense.
But here's the thing, there's pushback.
Huh? Why? It's for safety, right?
Especially from women and smaller athletes.
Oh, I see. Forcing them to use bars that don't fit their body.
Right? Some people don't have 400 mm shoulders.
That could actually be more dangerous for them.
And there's this AI bike fitting app called My VeloFit.
Bike fitting app.
Yeah, and Renewal. They started a petition saying UCI's data is inconsistent.
Interesting. Fighting back with data.
So it's this dilemma where a safety rule might actually endanger some ride.
Tough situation. Hard to make rules that work for everyone.
There are other changes too.
More?
Minimum brake lever inner spacing of 320 mm.
That's pretty restricted too.
And handlebar flare, the spread from tops to drops. Max 65 mm.
So many numbers.
Frame and fork regulations too. Max fork leg inner width, 115 mm.
I'm losing track of all the numbers.
Aha, fair. Also, wheel rim height maxes out at 65 meters.
Deep rim restrictions. That'll affect time trials.
And another big one, carbon monoxide is banned.
Carbon monoxide? People were inhaling that?
Yeah. Apparently some used it to temporarily boost hemoglobin's oxygen capacity.
That sounds insanely dangerous. Carbon monoxide poisoning is a thing.
It's dangerous. It was used as an alternative to altitude training.
Athletes go that far. That's scary.
It got added to WADA's prohibited list as of January 1st, 2026.
Well, yeah. That could seriously harm your health.
Also, there's a new automatic invitation system for protein.
Automatic invitation?
Top 3 pro teams from the previous season's rankings get automatic invites to all World Tour stage races, including the Giro, Tour, and Vuelta.
Oh, that's huge for non-World Tour teams.
This year it's Tutor Pro Cycling Team, Q36.5, and Cofidis Deutsch.
Cofidis too, huh?
Should boost pro team motivation and competition.
For sure. Grand Tour access affects sponsorship deals too.
So yeah, lots of changes in 2026.
Handlebar width debate's gonna keep going.
Alright, next up, Tour Down Under.
World Tour season opener.
Running January 20 to 25 in South Australia.
Summer in Australia, while we freeze.
Right? And the big story is UA, Team Emirates stacked roster.
Way, that's Pogacar's team. Who's racing?
First, defending champion, Jonathan Narvaez.
Narvaez. He won last year.
Yeah, took the 2025 race with a stage win on Wollonga Hill and the overall.
Willunga Hill, that famous climb?
He's 28, Ecuadorian national champion, and it was his first GC win after joining UAE.
Ecuador's producing great climbers. Carapaz too.
Altitude country. This is Narvaez's third time at Tour Down Under.
And he's won 2 stages before. Good track record.
Yeah, but there's more firepower this year.
Who?
J. Vine, Australian, won the 2023 edition.
Vine, local hero.
And Adam Yates.
Yates, the British twin.
Yeah, Grand Tour contender, and this is his first time at Tour Down Under.
First time? Where was he during off-season?
Spent it in Australia, preparing for this race.
Wow, he's serious.
So Uwe's got 3 GC climbers.
That's basically cheating. What are other teams going to do?
I know. They can be super aggressive in the mountain.
One attacks, another covers.
Exactly. Tactical flexibility.
What's Narvaez saying?
Returning as defending champion is a special feeling.
Going for the repeat.
And he said last year's win set the tone for the whole season.
Season opening wins do that.
About this year's course.
What's it like?
6 stages, 758.8 kilometer total, 13,187 meters of climbing.
Over 13,000 meters. That's tough.
They're saying it's one of the hardest courses ever.
No wonder they brought 3 climbers.
Prologue, plus 5 road stages, lots of climbing.
What about other teams?
Ineos Grenadiers will debut some new signing.
Interesting. Looking forward to that.
But there's some bad news too. Oscar Rodriguez from Ineos crashed in training and fractured his hip.
His hip. That's serious.
Had surgery, spending early season in rehab.
That's rough. Hope he recovers soon.
UAE's put a rider on the overall podium 4 years running.
4 straight years. Consistent dominance.
Ulissi Vine, Del Toro, Narvaez.
They're basically the Tour Down Under specialists.
Shows how seriously they take this race.
January 20 start. That's soon.
Yeah. Important race to check early season for. Don't miss it. Alright, now for a pretty shocking story.
The Van Aert thing you mentioned.
Exactly. Well, Van Aert.
Belgian, superstar. Vismalis, a bike.
He crashed at the exact cross round 5 in Mol on January 3rd.
Mol in Belgium.
Yeah. And he fractured his ankle.
Ouch. Ankle fracture.
So cyclocross season over, he had surgery.
Makes sense. Wow. Focus on spring classics.
But here's where it gets wild. 9 days after surgery, January 12th.
9 days. Wait, he fractured his ankle, right?
Fractured. But riding.
That's insane. Normal people would still be on crutches.
Exactly. And he posted it to Strava.
Strava. Flexing hard.
Averaging 33.2 kilometers per hour.
No way.
33.2 kilometers age. 9 days post-fracture.
He's not human. He's a cyborg.
Totally. Fans are shocked.
I can't even move for a week when I have a cold.
Don't compare cold to a fracture.
But a fracture is worse. And he's back faster than me with a cold.
That's Van Aert for you. Next level.
He also had that massive crash during the tour last year.
Yeah, missed the Vuelta.
But he recovered insanely fast from that too. His recovery is superhuman.
And he's showing steady progress towards Spring Classics.
What races is he targeting?
Strade Bianche, Milan-San Remo, Tour of Flanders, Paris-Roubaix.
All of them. He's going for every major classic.
Looks like it. It's Van Aert.
But racing Paris-Roubaix on cobbles 3 months after an ankle fracture?
He'll do it. That's the kind of guy he is.
Absolute monster.
Cycling's ran article, 9 days post-surgery, averaging 33.2 kilometers H outdoor.
The headline itself is unbelievable.
But with Van Aert, we're not even surprised.
I'm surprised. You're just numb to it.
Maybe. But pro cyclists really are superhuman.
Built different than us.
Spring Classics should be exciting. Can't wait to see what Van Aert does.
When's Strade Bianche?
Usually early March.
Less than 2 months. At this rate, he'll be fully recovered.
Totally. Looking forward. Yeah. Alright, let's take a breather.
Music time.
Today's track is Chain Tangled Like My Life.
Great title. I feel that.
You do.
Yeah, that despair when your chain dropped.
And then trying to fix it makes it worse.
Exactly. The more you touch it, the worse it gets. Just like life.
See, bye.
What's the vibe?
Kind of melancholic but also humorous.
Perfect for chain trouble. Sad but kind of funny.
Cyclists will relate.
Let's listen.
Here it is. Chain Tangled Like My Life.
走り出したいのにチェーンが絡んでいるペダルを踏んだらカツンと空振り後ろを見るとぐしゃっと芸術作品ディレイラーが嘆いてるそれはないだろうって顔してる油断した時ほどトラブルは全力でやってくるチェーンが人生波に絡まった袖で直そうとした指が真っ黒誰も教えてくれなかったコツネットの解説で通りすがりのキッズが指さして笑ったそれパズルですか俺の心もバラバラなんよ今テンションだけは最高潮一度外して巻き直していや言うのは簡単なんだ
That was Chain Tangled Like My Life.
Nice track. Brought back chain tangle memories.
Triggered some trauma.
It's always when you don't have tools.
And then your hands get covered in grease.
Chain oil everywhere.
Anyway, back to the news.
Right, more to cover.
Circling back to those UCI rules.
Handlebar with.
Yeah, I was thinking.
What?
For us regular riders, 400 meters is pretty normal, right?
Yeah. Most stock bikes come around that width.
So, pros were cutting it down from there.
All about aero. At 40 kilometers H, a few centimeters matter.
I barely ever hit 40 kilometers H.
Same. Only downhill white-knuckling it.
Pros sustain that in the bunch for out.
No wonder crashes are up.
And narrow bars supposedly reduce braking power.
Leverage thing?
Exactly. Can't stop us quickly in emergency.
That's scary. Could cause crashes.
So UCI wanted to regulate.
But smaller riders suffer.
Hard to balance.
Could they regulate by body size?
Too complicated. Height-based brackets and all that.
True. Well, hard to enforce.
Debate will continue.
We'll see how women's peloton voices get heard.
Oh, and the carbon monoxide thing. Still curious about that.
The one that got banned?
Yeah. Apparently it was an altitude training alternative.
How does inhaling carbon monoxide help?
Carbon monoxide binds strongly to hemoglobin.
Right. That's why it's toxic.
But small amounts trick your body into thinking there's oxygen deficiency, so it makes more red blood cells.
So same effect as altitude training?
In theory.
But mess up the dose and you're dead.
Yeah. People die from running cars in closed garages.
Accidental deaths happen. Deliberately inhaling it is insane.
Shows how far pros will go.
Scary. Win at any cost.
Hence the ban.
Were people actually doing it?
Reports of use in some cases.
Pro sports is brutal.
History of doping is endless, new methods getting banned.
Eternal cat and mouse.
This one's especially risky health-wise. Ban makes sense.
For athletes' safety, dying to win defeats the purpose.
Exactly. Alright, we're about out of time.
Pack show today.
British Cyclo-cross Championships, Cameroon Nations 4P.
Dominated in brutal conditions.
UCI's 2026 rules. 400mm minimum handlebar width, carbon monoxide, banned that.
Controversial but aimed at safety.
Tour down under starting next week. UAE's lineup is stacked.
Narvaez, Vine, Yates. Three-headed monster.
And Van Aert. 9 days post-fracture, averaging 33 kilometers a.
Pure monster. Can't wait for spring classics.
2026 season officially kicking off.
Should be a great year of racing.
That's all for today.
This was Casey and
Haru.
Catch you next time.